Hello, friendos, and welcome back to chapter 8 of Doki Literature Club. Last game, it didn't go so well, now did it? It didn't really go so well the last couple of times. We had to start a brand new game, but this time without Sayori there, which was quite sad. We got into another poem, and so it's basically we're just going through the game again, but we're going to see little nuances, little differences here and there. And yeah, let's just see where it takes us, okay? Hope you enjoy the video. Wherever you're on the world, have a good day. Have a good night with me. Enjoy the next 30 minutes. Mwah. Let's go. Hell yeah. It was only partially your fault. Thanks, mate. Alright, where were we at? There we go. Time to show the poems. Let's show us to Monica first. Let me take a sip of water. Let me prepare my voice. Okay. I should have probably done this before. Anyway. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted her to know I'm putting in effort. Thanks! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, wanted to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Says. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like it, Says. Really? It's so cute than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So, take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll clean to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. Sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Interesting. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timings between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany lately. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is friends, better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep a pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Cheers. Alright, who should we show the poem to next time? Let's show it to Yuri. Let's leave Natsuki last. Yo, she's pissed. Yuri stares at my poem. I mean, it passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why'd you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So is that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their stuff very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form it to fit the two words together. The end result that both the style and the expressiveness weakened. Feel that one. Holy. Once she refines her train of thought, it's just her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Nesky can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Jerry's apologizing to herself or to Netsky. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts. My thought process behind it. Jerry smiles dreamingly, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Let's go. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. This one seems shorter than the first time. This one seems shorter. So if this one's a bit shorter, does that mean that her poem was based on Sayori the first time?
Sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that.
It took you a long time to read.
Mate, it took me like the same amount of time to read that as it took me to read anything else. Anyway. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty.
That's a relief.
So I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's my first time showing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Jerry?
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, says.
Hunter? I must have totally missed the point then.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and expresses in their work. They usually do more to tell us a story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past, as soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn way of putting it. I hadn't even thought of that. Very impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before people pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, I guess I have to keep trying.
Count on you.
Marvelous. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, there's only one last person to show it to. Boom. Huh?
Okay, well, let's start with things I don't like it. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
And what's the point in sharing in the first place? I wrote this one when I could have been doing something else. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said.
Well,
I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go,
well, it's not that great, but let me show you what a real literature looks like.
and you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. That's the results of getting caught into their throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I really told you that. I don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss, but she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me do it if I don't.
True. Information short. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. It's this last bit. People can try, but that's about it. That's what hits harder than the rest of us. Nice. Yeah. Told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced I would like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all for sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? You're right, say I want to make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
Giggity.
Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But then, the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of the last line. Yeah, you see? See?
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Woo! Alright, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. I was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from my mediocre writing abilities. If they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Netsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each other express. Well, I watch each of their expressions change. Netsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something? No, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem onto the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. It was cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, bud. It didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Sash did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style, and I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Sash liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Sash appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you... No, he didn't appreciate my advice more. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything you do overly cute, sir. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew his eyes bigger as soon as hair started showing up. That's good. That's a little... This doesn't involve you. You're running securities out and others like that. Oh wait, that's Yuri, my bad. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe Eddie bit. Edgy? So it's my 9th tattoo or something you got a mental age you could comprehend? Me? You've seen it proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, it's a person of a sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing, acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Oh, the criminal's getting my cookies out on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You really do, don't you? Did you just excuse me for cutting yourself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Yeah, let's not hear everything you think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels after you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me and she noticed something outstanding there. Yes, she's just trying to make me sound bad. That's not true. She started it. Let's go.
Monica.
Hey, Size, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out. That's how it is. Oh, go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes. But I never had it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this bitch you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Oh. Suddenly Nesky runs out of the classroom. Oh. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki or did. Dennis, please don't hit me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. If Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over. You can go home if you want. Yuri looks at me as she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take responsibility today. This kind of sounds like you don't want me to be around or something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I think I'm much chance to just kiss my book with Sace. It would be nice. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing you trouble. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. What the massacre. Fluffy. Incapable. Warm. Friends. Marriage. Flower. Aftermarriage. Clouds. Ribbon. Summer. Insight. Boop. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the last couple of days. Enter the club room. The usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Sace. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading a manga at her desk. Surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm, pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has happened before, and something that just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you would consider it and apologize. You don't have to worry so much, though. Even though I spent, I've only been there a couple of days. I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it's our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided there was no way you can be a bad person. And now you're apologizing. So, I know you really didn't mean it. Thanks. Don't say those kind of things so frankly. You make me a little too happy. But I'm glad you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around then. Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, you gonna see Monica? No, I haven't. I was kind of wondering when she was. Man, You. Guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever was on your mind, I'm pretty sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about little things, aren't you? but I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel a bit better about it. Saying it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you kind of weird. I don't hate you either. Next, he turns to me. He's on trial though. Hey, suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super late. Sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
Yeah, I was not. What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I mustn't have heard it
Since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me any more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime.
Monica looks at me.
Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Sounds cool. I'll look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, won't let you down, Says.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to a whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. But I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I'll choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Sorry, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Says, since your conference put me in a good mood, I was wondering if we would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave me the book. I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's
fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there.
Damn. What's this story about anyway?
Well,
I look at the book cover. The book cover is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Basically, it's about the religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there and and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lusts for blood.
So basically Terminator. But the facility gets even worse.
And they start to selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and fixating them to... that might be a little bit too much of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean... Not about limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that the dark turn came from nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Size?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories. But don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shyly reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story. It's the challenge. You look to life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're just all worthless anyway. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and write fill my thoughts, my whole... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I stop talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry, you know? That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes. I mean, I don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the next seat next to yours.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly bad or anything, but maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her copy. We each lean in a little bit. My shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it, I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn a page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page, she slides it under my thumb after it flips on her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Damn. Huh?
To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I just turn it by my own volition. We continue to the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
No, I don't relate to this character at all.
This face.
Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head.
You feeling all right? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands down on her chest to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was all that about?
It says, did something happen just now?
I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. It's nothing alarming.
Alright, well, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other?
Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get a start without her.
That's okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I was just asking.
I stand up. I make mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Okay. This is where I'm going to cut the episode here for those. It's a bit longer. Yeah, 36 minutes. A bit longer this time. But yeah, holy fuck, I don't even know what was even happening. You know? Holy moly. Things are getting a bit weird. But either way, I hope you enjoyed these 36 minutes with me. Mwah. Love you all very, very much. You'll see me again next week for the next chapter. Chapter 9, I believe. So until then, okay, thank you for coming by and hanging out with me for a bit. If you want, you can like, you can sub, you can do whatever you like. All right. But until then, all of you have a very lovely day. Have a very lovely night wherever you are in the world. Stay wholesome. Love you all very much. Mwah. And I will see you all again next week. Two friendos. Goodbye. Bye bye, everyone.